These millionaire habits absolutely changed my life. My name's Elizabeth and I'm a teacher and I'm going to be a millionaire in my young 30s and we have hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I learned a lot and I want to share the secrets with you because if other people didn't teach me, I would still be a broke teacher. The first habit is learning. You have to learn. I know I'm a teacher, but I promise learning will help you rise in your life. You have to be a lifelong learner and you have to know where you want to go and what you need to learn to get there. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to learn, read the books, learn from millionaires, and then you will become a millionaire. So learn, never be above learning. It will help you so much in your life. Number 2, mentors. You need mentors. If you are going to be playing a sport, you have a coach. I was coached in soccer and in a lot of different things that I did. And so it's the same thing if you have a goal on being wealthy. Go find millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire mentors, and that's going to help you learn what actions you need to take, what thoughts you need to have, how to build a life that you actually want to. If you're getting millionaire advice from someone who's not a millionaire or someone who doesn't know how to become a millionaire, it's going to be hard, right? So find those mentors. I know I teach about it, but there's people who are way richer than me that you can learn from as well. I'm teaching you everything that I've learned from them, and that's helped me build my wealth. But please go find billionaire mentors, go find multimillionaire mentors, read the books. It will help you so much. And one reason this is important is because you start to adopt their mindset. You start to adopt their habits. You start to adopt the way that they think. And so that is the key part to success. It's not just, hey, I need to save this thing, like this tactic. There's a lot of tactics around how you plan your day, what types of things you do, how you become a high value person, what types of things you do or not do, how to master your emotions and the emotional side of things. So when you are actually being mentored by someone who's been through it or who knows the way, it's going to help you while you go through your own way. Number 3, confront the reality of money. We need money. We need money. So many people are like, oh, I can't believe you're trying to get all this money. That's so weird. I can't believe you're saying you have hundreds of thousands of dollars, stuff like that. But I want more good people to have money. I came into the world in the workforce and I always cared about kids. I've been working with kids for 15, 20 years now. But I realized as I got older, oh my gosh, if we actually helped our adults and if our adults had more money, they were healthier, they were happier, they were more successful, they were more healed. Guess who would be better too? Our kids. And so I started realizing a big part of this is money. So don't be above getting money or think that wanting money is bad. I know a lot of good people think it's bad to want money, but it's not. It's part of the game. And if you get more money, you can take care of yourself. You could have more time, more freedom, more choice, more opportunity. You could provide more. You could do more for yourself, for your family, and also the world. You can give to organizations. You can give to causes that you care about. Money isn't bad. Not having money actually causes a lot of problems. Number 4 is sacrifice. What are you willing to give up? It's not just what you want, right? Hey, I want to have millions of dollars. Hey, I want to have this time and freedom and the opportunities that money allows. That's great. But in order to get that, you have to sacrifice. It's not just won in a lottery ticket where you go buy a lottery ticket and then you just pray and hope. No, you don't just buy a ticket and get there. There's sacrifice that is required. Just like in the gym when you're lifting weights or you're eating healthy, you have to sacrifice giving up certain foods. You have to sacrifice putting the time and putting the hard work and the effort into the gym. That is what is required. And so my husband and I, we would not have built the money that we did if we would not have sacrificed. We lived below our means. We acted like we were poorer than we were. We decided that we wanted to have that money so that we could live like a lot of people don't now, so that we can live like no one else usually does when they're older, right? We just start and you buy what you want and you get in debt, you get the nice car, you do the nice things, you buy for your kids, and then you're stuck in this debt cycle or this cycle where you've increased your living expenses and then you don't have like this buffer, this foundation. And now that we have this foundation, it was hard at first. We really didn't spend money on a lot of things for a long period of time, even though we were making money, and now we get to reap the rewards. So please know that it takes work and sacrifice. It's not easy, but it is possible and it's so worth it. Number 5 is reading. I talked about this earlier with the learning that you want to be a lifelong learner. I'm a teacher, but seriously, I didn't always read a ton of books, or I read books that weren't going to help me to learn. They were more like those romantic books or whatever that I would read back in the day when I was in middle school, or Little House on the Prairie or Harry Potter. Those are great for a certain thing, but it's not going to help you to learn a skill, right? So we want to learn skills. We want to learn the things we want to get. Learn the things you want to get. If you want to get good at math, you're going to read the math books, the math textbooks, whatever, calculus. If you want to get good and healthy, you're going to read those books. It has so much. Just seriously, you should still learn from mentors and other people. But the power of books, when I started buying the books, I literally got so much out of a couple pages that you would in a YouTube video. Like, I'm giving you so much information in just a video, but if you order the books, you're going to get even more information. It takes more time. And that's one reason I started doing like my book reviews, is because I'll just go through it and it's faster than reading the whole book, but it's still like an hour and a half, but you get a lot more. And who knows what you'll pick up, but feed your brain with the books, feed your brain with the knowledge that you want, instead of watching all these random shows on Netflix and stuff. Like, I don't do that. Of course, do I only watch things that help me learn and grow? No. But if that's not your foundation, you're not going to get good results. You're just not. The most successful people, the wealthiest people, read books. Read books. Number 6, paying myself first and saving. So this is a principle from Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it's also from The Richest Man in Babylon. But you want to pay yourself first. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. And so say you bring in $100. You want to save at least 10% of that. So $10. Pay yourself. This is how we built our wealth initially, all those hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's other strategies you can implement, but if you're really trying to get that first 100,000 or that first foundational amount of money, and just in general, right? Like if you are making more money eventually, $500,000 a year, and you never pay yourself some of that, or you don't invest in assets or things like that, then you're not going to grow your wealth. So you always take some of that. Don't just pay for your phone bill. Don't just pay for your apartment. Don't just pay for your clothes or the things that you want. Take that $100, pay a little bit to you, and then go spend. And so part of this was also living below our means and not spending more than we could. Like, remember, we were making a good amount of money, but we acted like we only had this amount of money instead of this amount of money. And so we had the money to pay ourselves and to put aside and to grow. Number 7 is leveling up. So there's a basic principles and things you can do at the beginning, but as you go on your journey, you can start changing. You're not going to get more if you don't become more, right? It's a personal development game. Yes, I could just invest in the stock market and that's it. And the rest of my life, I'm good. I'll have millions of dollars eventually. But do you want more money now? Do you want to build more value? Do you want to do more with your life? Do you want to provide? Who are you and what do you feel called to do? I know I felt called to start this YouTube channel and make books and courses and businesses and just have more to offer. I have so much that has helped me in my life that I want to help more people. And so just investing in the stock market isn't the strategy that I only want to do. And so you have to get better. You have to learn more, and part of living a bigger life or becoming a multimillionaire and having hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, it's not just about the money. Because if it was just about the money, that would be a different story. But it's about living a bigger life, living a better life, doing more, becoming your best, being able to give, provide value, and be a helper and a light worker in this world, right? I want the tool, the resource that will help me to do more good. And I wanted more good people to have it. So if you want to get more in your life, whether that's money or anything, you have to become more. And it starts in here and in here, your heart and your head. You have to do the work to get there. Number 8, emotional mastery and inner peace. So part of this is super, super important. And I think a lot of people miss this. And there's a reason there's a lot of wealth books on mindset and how you think, but there aren't as many on like the emotional side of things. And so I think that's a big gap in the market. But Tom Bilyeu, Richard Branson, all these billionaires talk about emotional intelligence and how that has helped them build their net worth and build their millions. And emotional intelligence is about the connections and helping people, but it's also about mastering yourself, self-awareness, self-understanding. And so this is key, and this was helpful for us of like, why do I need to go buy these nice things? Do I need to have these nice things? Why do I need to keep up? Where's the ego involved? Or, hey, I'm not comfortable, so I'm just going to go spend money on things, and it releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter and a chemical that actually gives you pleasure and makes you feel good and rewards you, the reward chemical, And so, hey, you actually purchase something, your brain literally gives you a reward and makes you feel good. And so being conscious of that and knowing that, hey, I don't need to go buy the nicest things. I don't need to do that for myself or to prove anything to other people. Because when you're playing this like proving game or the social game, a lot of people who look rich aren't rich, right? There are a lot of people who look rich who are, but a lot of people aren't. And they're living above their means and they're stretching themselves or they're trying to put on this facade. It doesn't mean you can't buy nice things. I am buying more nice things and I have nice things. But be careful. If you don't have money yet, or you don't have the means to, delay it. Delay that gratification. That's another habit of millionaires, to wait, to pause, to hold off on the reward. You will eventually get an even greater reward if you can wait. And lastly, I will say exercise. So all of these things are not necessarily habits of all millionaires. Of course, there's millionaires or multimillionaires who don't exercise, but this has changed my life because if I don't master me, like I said, then I'm not going to build a bigger life. I'm not going to have the resources. I'm not going to be as high value of a person. I'm going to be more stressed. I'm going to be all the negative things. And if you can build discipline in the gym, it's not just about how it makes you feel, which it can help your mood. It can help you be more control. It can help you to manage bigger problems and bigger stressors. It can also build the confidence. I am someone who's disciplined. I am someone who shows up. It's the habits. It's the mentality. It's who you are. I'm a disciplined person. I'm a consistent person. I do hard things. I challenge myself and you feel better. So it has so many rewards and benefits. And then you're around people. There's a lot of people who are thriving and succeeding in the gym, right? Not a lot of people are disciplined enough to get to the gym and to do those things. And so you're surrounding yourself with more successful people as well. But it starts there. It starts with how you take care of yourself. Start there. Because I don't want to have money and then be in dis-ease. I don't want to have money and not have my health, right? If you have millions of dollars, but then you have this horrible throat pain, like that's nice. Maybe you could go take care of your throat pain, but it's not as enjoyable, right? It's not. So I'm here to help you with all the habits, with everything to build a life that you love. I'm sharing what's working for me, and I'm sharing what I've learned from the most successful people, the happiest people, the winners in the world, because I want you to win too. And you can, you will. Let's do it together. If you want more videos, feel free to check out any. I have tons on my channel cheering for you every step of the way. You got this. Go win.